Hey there PCC, Mary Cristelli with Wellness and Rec and another recipe demo video. So I'm super thrilled about this month's video because we're actually partnering with the Panther Student Pantry, which, if you're unfamiliar with it, is a student resource for current students on campus where you can go and receive 6 food items and 1 personal hygiene item each week during the semester if you are a current student. The Panther Student Pantry is open on Tuesdays and Wednesdays from 1 to 5 p.m. So for this particular video, the pantry on the Pueblo campus will be providing ingredient kits, and starting April 12th, they'll have those ingredient kits available while supplies last through the end of April. And that kit will contain the ingredients to make this recipe. So I'm really excited about it. We're gonna go ahead and get started first by going over the ingredients that we have. We've got zucchini, yellow squash, broccoli, an onion, garlic, some whole wheat pasta noodles. I'm using thin, like the angel hair pasta, because I really love that. You can use any type of pasta noodle you prefer. Some oil, salt, pepper, crushed red pepper, and Parmesan cheese. So we'll first start by prepping all of our veggies. We're going to get everything chopped up. I do have a pot of water that I am going to turn on to start boiling so that that's ready to go and I can drop the noodles in and everything kind of finishes around the same time. So I'm going to boil some water and dice up these veggies. So we have our zucchini, yellow squash, and broccoli in one bowl. And what I'm actually going to do in just a moment is put some oil, salt, and pepper on that. Got my onion here. I'm going to add that to my sauteing pan and get that cooking. I'm going to make it soft and a little bit translucent. Then we'll add the garlic. I cook the garlic and onion separate from each other, or I add the garlic later on just because garlic tends to cook faster than onion and I don't want this to burn. Now I've got a pan, like a sauteing pan here on the stove. I'm gonna turn the stovetop on, add a little bit of oil to this pan, and then my onions, and start cooking those. I've got my water here. It looks like it's going to start boiling here in just a moment. So once that gets going, we'll add the pasta noodles to it. I have to admit, I totally messed up. I completely forgot to hit record on the camera when I added the crushed red pepper, the noodles, and the Parmesan cheese. So I am so sorry that I didn't show you that step, but what I did was I sauteed the veggies until they were a little bit brown and tender. So if you'd like to check the tenderness of them, you can take a fork and actually poke it into the broccoli because the broccoli is going to take the longest to soften up. So I browned them, made them a little bit tender, then I added some crushed red pepper, Please be mindful that it could be a little bit spicy, so add as much or as little as you'd like. I dumped the noodles in there after I put the pepper in, the crushed red pepper in, sprinkled Parmesan cheese on top, gave it a little mix, and that's it. That's done. That's the recipe. It's just those veggies, the noodles, a little bit of cheese, that salt, pepper, oil, and crushed red pepper. Some other things you could add to this if you wanted to, and you have these options on hand, is you could put some diced up potatoes, some peppers, mushrooms, cauliflower, eggplant, lots of different types of veggies you can add into this. If you wanted to add some protein into it, you could put some white beans or chickpeas or any kind of bean actually that you wanted to, or if you eat meat, you could even do grilled chicken and dice up some grilled or shredded chicken and put that in there as well. This is just the base, just these veggies and these noodles, but there are lots of different ways that you can kind of jazz it up to make it your own. Like I mentioned earlier in this video, we did team up with the Panther Student Pantry on the Pueblo campus to provide a limited number of ingredient kits for this particular recipe. They'll be available starting Monday, April 12th. They'll be available through the end of the month while supplies last. So hop over to the pantry if you're interested in this, grab one of those kits, those ingredient kits, those other 6 items that you're able to get, 6 food items and 1 hygiene item that you can get from there. I hope that if you make this recipe, you enjoy it as much as I do. We'll be back next month with another recipe demonstration. I hope you have a really great day. Take good care of yourself.